So I'm creating a relationship in soul consciousness called spiritual relationship. And that relationship also is very close one. Mm. My experience with dadis. And today I was thinking that I have to be detached, but still I have to be very loving. I cannot wait that someone else has to respond to me love. I will continuously keep giving love. I cannot be detached in the sense of not being loving, but detached in the sense that uh, do not take sorrow from anything. So many things come in front of me of the journey of Brahma Baba. If someone doesn't contact you or is not responding to anything, I just do Mansa Seva, but then I still will make contact. Then I say, why I am doing it when this one is not doing, or I say, no, I have to be bestower. And that works in a magic, right? They think, well, I said this, I have done this, so. But that's why I really enjoyed when Baba said, when you forgive, you can serve. But my love emerges for the soul because I feel that soul needs love. So I will call another person is very surprised. Why? Oh, Sister Mohini is calling. And it's so appropriate at the right time because whatever reason any soul is not able to be what it should be, is not that soul's fault. No, everyone makes effort. This path, Baba used to compare as, we call it hurdle race. Right? I don't know, in your days in the school, they have a race, right? But there are hurdles, right? You have to jump high. There is the apple hanging. You have to eat that. Different kinds of that. You do that and run. You do that and run. But some used to get stuck somewhere. Right? So this also is a spiritual journey. So there are certain hurdles. And it's same journey. It's not different for anyone. Brahma Baba, we never saw him showing there are obstacle race or hurdle race. No, I mean but journey was same. One time Baba said, "I am in front. Whatever storms come to you, they first come to me. That's why I'm able to share my experience with you. If I would not have, but then many places get lot of storm. So there are warnings. So one day before, people start putting a lot of plywoods. They close the windows so that they cannot stop the storm, but they can stop in such a way it doesn't hurt them or their property. So whatever according to Rama, there is settling or storms of Maya come, but only what I could do is to protect myself. If I can protect myself, I don't have problem with the storm, right? It comes and it goes. It could damage a lot, but I have to see that that damage doesn't happen to me. So there is, so detached here is not taking sorrow. And it's not attachment, body conscious attachment, but sometimes there are expectations, right? But we also have to see, oh, this is Baba's child. Right? So in my journey for 60 years, I have so many. Ma Baba, uh, we'll wait for our letter. Tell Didi, I haven't heard from this child for a long time. So one time we told Didi, but time passes, day passes. I don't get time. Did you eat today? I said, yeah, I ate. You ate and didn't write letter to Baba. Mm. So every Tuesday, every Friday, Tuesday and Friday, we will write letter to Baba. We are okay. Just give some news to Baba. Mm. And Baba will give reply because Baba has his love, mm, is power for us. When you think that Baba was asking for me, remembering me, a kind of awakening happened. Sometimes we get so busy with our routine, our duties, whatever we have to do. So learning how to be detached but lovely from Baba was a very unique way. So there is no resistance of because you didn't call, so I won't call. You don't. No, but I have to do it. I am one who has to give God's love to everyone because that love is the strength, the foundation. So this concentration, intellect with Baba, gives you a very beautiful inspiration of what should be done, how it should be done. Mm. So tapasya at this time is really, I know sometimes my intellect is so much with the homework, and I say, oh, but I have to remember Baba more. A whole morning I have to remember Baba because ultimately that is tapasya, isn't it? Soul consciousness, remembrance of Baba, and be master bestower. Whatever, uh, just love changes into power, love brings courage. I know so many times that the Janki will tell me, you have to do this. And I said, Ali, but I have never done, I don't know. But how can you say no to Daddy, right? Then I say, okay, Daddy, you are saying I will do it. And it gets done. And it becomes a big learning in the life. And you get blessing because someone has to do and Daddy feels I can do, let me do it. So how they gave us power, courage, and also like sometimes you feel you are doing enough, but they create enthusiasm. No, this is something different. And you can do it. Daddy's words used to be, you can do it. I will smile, I won't say no because I really don't know. But then you trust that if Daddy is saying it, let me try. So in this way, one of the, no, Baba had been talking a lot about that just Baba is saying it, no, that obedience to Baba's task. So tapasya makes everything impossible into possible. One time she called me to go to Malaysia. So I called embassy and they said it takes 3 days for visa. So I told Daddy I can't make it for that program because visa takes 3 days. She said, you go and tell them you have to go, they will give you. That's how Daddy Janki was. I said, but that's their rule. She said, there are no rules. You just call them. And it's true because when I call, say something urgent, yeah, you just send your passport. We will stamp it. Every step such beautiful experiences come. When we trust, right? It needs lot of trust. Trust in Baba, trust in Rama, trust in the self. So definitely we will hear more in detail about what exactly, uh, because Sister Gayatri takes point from Avek Murli on Tapasya. So exact words she writes, but then there is definitely more details about it. And those details we will hear, that how impossible becomes possible. But really for me, uh, every day taking any aspect for homework is very, very helpful. Not only helpful, but there is more concentration, more solitude, and intellect with Baba. So for me, that is true tapasya. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Journey. Diamond Day, when truth enters the heart, the soul sparkles.
एक तो अंतर्मुखी रहो, दूसरा एक को याद करो, बस सिंपल है। अंतर्मुखी रहने में एक की याद आती है, बाहर मुक्ता अनेक है, पुरानी भी उसमें मिक्स हो जाती है, प्रेजेंट भी अनेक है, पुरानी मिक्स है। तो यहाँ रहेगा एक, यहाँ रहेंगे अनेक। वो एक ऐसा है, कभी भी कोई पैगंबर ने, कोई महात्मा ने, कोई ये नहीं कहा है तुम मुझे एक को याद करो। एक बाबा है, एक को याद करो। ब्रह्मा बाबा भी कहता है, आज क्या ये भी कम नहीं है, परंतु ये भी कहता है एक को याद करो, एक से बुद्धि लगाओ। तो सच्चा योगी बनने वाली आत्मा अटेंशन रखती है, कर्म करते भी योगी रहूं। ज्ञान है ना, योगी ऐसा रहूं, स्वतः योगी रहूं। योग ऐसा हो सहज योगी, योग ऐसा हो राजयोगी। मास्टर है, मालिक हूं। जैसा बाप है मेरा, आत्मा का बाप परमात्मा है ना, मैं भी वो आत्मा हूं, परमात्मा की संतान हूं, आदि सनातन धर्म वाली आत्मा हूं, परम धाम से आई हुई हूं। नाटक में पाठ पूरा हुआ, 4 बातें। सच्चा योगी बनने के लिए ये 4 बातें बुद्धि में फिट हुई पड़ी है। और कोई बात क्या ख्याल में, क्या याद आवे? इसलिए बाबा ने संग ऐसा दिया है, शिवा ऐसी दी है। संग ऐसा है, उसका भी रंग चढ़ा है। ब्रह्मा बाबा का संग, दादियों का संग, ऐसे अपने हम जिनसे यात्रियों का संग, वायुमंडल ऐसा है और कुछ याद आता ही नहीं है। बाबा शुरू में कहते थे अभी तुम जब 1 सप्ताह यहाँ आते हो, हम सबकी टेस्ट लेता था, किसको मित्र संबंधी की याद तो नहीं आई। आजकल तो मोबाइल फोन ऐसा है, हाँ, असल फोन कान पर रखा हुआ हो तो समझते हैं ये हमारा शान है। और आज बाबा ने कहा कान सुनहरी बन जाते हैं जब इसके कानों में बाबा की बात है। सारा दिन ख्याल आता है, इसको टेलीफोन करूं, इसको करूं, इनसे बात करूं, इनसे बात करूं, इनसे बात करने की आदत बहुत पड़ गई है अभी। अब बाबा कहते शांत रहने की बात आदत। सबसे बड़ी खराब बात है बात करने की आदत, उसके बदली चेंज हो करके क्या याद माना और कोई याद ना है, योगी माना, शांत चित्त, प्रसन्न चित्त, उसको कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है, प्रश्न नहीं है, सदा संतुष्ट है, सदा भरपूर है। क्यों? बाप के साथ कनेक्शन से, सर्व प्राप्ति से संपन्न है। वो सदाई अंतर्मुखी दिखाई पड़ेंगे, बाहर निमित्त मात्र दृष्टि बताएंगी अंदर ये कहाँ रहता है। जो दिल में है, वो दिमाग में है, वो दृष्टि में है। वो दिल से पूछता है मेरा कनेक्शन जो बाप से कितनी, बाप से प्राप्ति बहुत है। पढ़ाने वाला जो पढ़ा रहा है ना, उसके लिए रिगार्ड बहुत है। योग जिससे लगा रहा है, पढ़ाई है, पढ़ाने वाला जो है ना, उनको नजरों में रखो तो तुम्हारी नजरें बदलती जाएंगी। जैसे ब्रह्मा बाबा की नजरों में शिव बाबा दिखाई पड़ता है। शिव बाबा कहाँ से देखते हैं, कैसे देखते हैं? ब्रह्मा बाबा के दृष्टि से, नजरों से देखते हैं। दोनों कैसे इकट्ठे है? साकार, अव्यक्त, निराकार, तीनों इकट्ठे है। साकार में हमारा बाबा, ये अव्यक्त है, ये निराकार है। तीनों कैसे आपस में इकट्ठे हैं? हमको देख भी रहा है, शिव बाबा इसमें बैठा है, दृष्टि भी दे रहा है। न से हमको सामने पर, विश्व पर दृष्टि है बाबा की। वो सर्वात्माओं का पिता है, जगत पिता है। मैं कौन हूं? ऐसे बाप का बच्चा हूं।
चलते 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 मुझे बाबा मिल गया है, मुझे बाबा मिल गया है। मेरे साथ चलते चलते, मेरे साथ चलते चलते, वही गीता बस गई है, वही गीता बस गई है। मेरा भाग्य बनते बनते, मेरा भाग्य बनते बनते।
Om Shanti. So tomorrow is Saturday and our schedule will be Amritwela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Avek Muli by Mohini Didi. We'll have English, Telugu, Tamil, and Nepali languages available for translation. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we'll be having a Vyakti children class from age 5 to 12 from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Please make a note because last year we used to have 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Time has changed from this year is 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. So all those who had been attending Awake the Children's class, and then we have our Awake the Youth class from 3 to 4 p.m. from ages 13 to 18. So evening meditation will start at 6 p.m. followed by Hindi series, meditation, English series, then homework and heart-to-heart chit-chat with Mohini Didi and Eric Bhai. And we'll be continuing with our 5 times a day, half an hour yoga bhakti, 8:30 to 9 a.m., 10:30 to 11 a.m., 12:30 to 1 p.m., 4:30 to 5 p.m., and 8:30 to 9 p.m. So after the series, we'll continue with our meditation until good night meditation until 9 p.m. So now let's invite our dear angel sister, Sister Gayatri. She'll be guiding us for tomorrow's homework. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope you had great fun working with less expenditure, great splendor. I was thinking of Daddy Janki when I was looking at her, and Daddy Janki once said to me, "Don't think." And when I asked her, if I don't think, Daddy, who will think for me? And her answer was, "Let me think for you." At that time, I wasn't ready, but this morning I said to her, "I hand over the reins of my mind to you, and Daddy, okay, I'm ready. Think for me." So that's what less expenditure, greater splendor is all about. How do we use our time and our thoughts? And just before I go into the homework, I want to just share something that I found very interesting as I was practicing it in my 10 minutes today. And it's actually very simple because on the one hand, you would find yourself using your thoughts to blow things out of proportion. So whenever you do that, you know that you're spending a lot of thoughts. So to bring it back to less expenditure, so you could get a greater attainment or greater splendor, become essence-full. So it's as simple as that. When you find yourself blowing things out of proportion, become essence-full. Then if you find yourself worrying about things that are out of your control, then use your time and thoughts to create the circumstances you desire. That's what it's all about. Less is more, less expenditure, greater splendor. And the last one I want to share is actually, I found it very good for me, is rather than being disappointed over what you perceive to be lacking in you, because when you're doing tapasya, you're also seeing what's lacking inside of you. Infuse life with greater wisdom and be grateful for what you have. The evaluation of today, it was actually two sides of the coin of this tapasya practice. And so tomorrow we'll be looking at making the impossible possible. Doing this is not possible if I don't know how to use my elevated time and thoughts. So we did that today. And so tomorrow we're going to be making the impossible possible. So that's the tapasya point. So what is the tapasvi? I, the tapasvi soul, what am I doing in relation to making the impossible possible? So the nature and sanskars of a tapasvi soul in relation to this point is, the nature of the tapasvi soul is to understand subtle signals. So that would be my nature. I will want to understand the subtle signals and to serve through mansa seva. I will have, by nature, I would have the interest to serve through my mind, through mansa seva. And my interest will be to radiate vibrations and to fulfill the needs of others at a fast speed. So that would be my nature, the nature of the tapasvi soul. Now, the sanskaras of the tapasvi soul is one of being full and satisfied. So because they're constantly full and satisfied, they are able to fulfill the needs of others easily and also at the right time. So they would never feel empty. So when someone comes in front of them, they don't know how to fulfill the needs. But their sanskaras would always be experienced as full, and they would be able to satisfy the needs of others at the right time. So that's the nature and the sanskaras of making the impossible possible. And for such souls, Baba said that the obstacles would always be there, he's saying, in the drama. So obstacles that are fixed in the drama will give that tapasvi soul the experience that the impossible is becoming possible. And the tapasvi soul will then look at these obstacles being removed by the drama itself and would describe their Brahmin life as being miraculous. There are miracles happening in my Brahmin life. That's because also drama becomes supportive in making the impossible possible for them. So that's what the tapasvi soul would be like. And so pay attention to that as well. It's not that Baba is doing everything. We also have to do something to work with him in this regard. So tomorrow, for our daily practice, for the 10 minutes, we're going to again use determination, concentration, and belonging to one. We will go into our 10 minutes with the awareness that the deeper I go into the experiment of tapasya, the more I will experience the true meaning of making the impossible possible. And so I will practice that from 3:30 in the morning, and I will conclude at 9:30. And then again, the chart, you will be doing the chart for both the head and the heart. You will be looking to see how your experiments brought you close to Baba and feeling equal to him, but also how is this also allowing your sanskaras to be full and satisfied? And then give your creative expression some artistic form. And I think it would be nice to see how the experiment of changing an obstacle into an opportunity or changing an obstacle into a stepping stone for growth. How can I give this a creative expression? And today we're going into Baba's room in Istanbul, Turkey. And if we could get the slide up of Follow Father, then we would be entering into the silence of Baba's room, and we will connect to the essence, that essence in the center of Brahma Baba's forehead, radiating through his eyes, that gave him the power to make the impossible possible. What was that essence-full connection with Shiv Baba that made him the embodiment of making the impossible possible? So we will follow Father Brahma and spread the vibrations of Tapasya into the world with a fast speed. We will be introverted and we will be in solitude, and we will take everything into its essence. Okay, Om Shanti, and let's look at the video now of Baba's room in Istanbul, Turkey.
And good night, everyone. Om Shanti.
Bye.
Shanti.